In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Photoshop Generative Fill for object removal, so you can erase unwanted people, objects, or distractions in just a few clicks. This works in Adobe Photoshop 2024 and newer versions, and the best part is, it's completely non-destructive. By the end of this video, you'll be able to select, remove, and seamlessly blend objects into the background like a pro. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more simple Photoshop guides. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your image in Photoshop. Go to File, then click Open, and choose the photo where you want to remove something. This could be a person in the background, a distracting sign, trash on the ground, or any object that's ruining your shot. Once your image is open, you're ready for the most important step, which is making the selection. Select the lasso tool by pressing L on your keyboard, or find it in the toolbar on the left side. Now draw a loose selection around the object you want to remove. And here's a very important tip. Do not trace perfectly around the edges. Instead, leave a little extra space around the object. This gives Photoshop more surrounding information to work with, which helps it blend the replacement area much more naturally into the background. The cleaner your selection strategy, the better your result will look. Once you've made your selection, you'll see the contextual taskbar appear, usually near your selection. In that bar, click on Generative Fill. A small prompt box will pop up. If you're simply removing an object, leave the prompt completely empty. You don't need to type anything. Photoshop is smart enough to analyze the surrounding pixels and fill the area automatically based on the existing background. Now click Generate. Within a few seconds, Photoshop will remove the object and replace it with AI-generated content that matches the environment. You'll also notice that Photoshop creates a new generative layer in your Layers panel. This is extremely important because it means your original image remains untouched. You can always hide, delete, or regenerate the fill without damaging your base photo. This non-destructive workflow is one of the biggest advantages of using Generative Fill instead of older removal methods. After generating, head over to the Properties panel. You'll see 3 different variations that Photoshop automatically creates for you. Click through each one and compare the results carefully. Look at patterns, shadows, textures, and edges to decide which version looks the most natural. In many cases, one variation will clearly look better than the others. Simply select the best one and move on. If the result doesn't look perfect, don't worry. Here are a few quick fixes. If the edges look strange or blurry, undo the step, make a slightly larger selection, and generate again. Giving Photoshop more surrounding context often improves the blend dramatically. If you're working with complex backgrounds like crowds, detailed textures, or strong perspective lines, try generating multiple times until you get a clean result. Since it's AI-based, each generation can produce a different outcome. For tiny imperfections or small repeating patterns, grab the Spot Healing Brush tool and lightly paint over the problem areas. This is great for subtle touch-ups and final polishing. Combining Generative Fill with small manual corrections will give you the most professional-looking result. And that's it. The process is simple. Select the object, click Generative Fill, hit Generate, and choose the best variation. In just a couple of minutes, you can remove almost anything from your photos while keeping everything natural and realistic. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more easy Photoshop tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next guide.